Good morning, or depending on you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, voice for radio. It's not that good a morning. You might look at it and go, hang on a second, Wassy. You're starting the video now. It looks like you're halfway through an opening. Yeah, I'm halfway through an opening. That's not strictly true. I am 3 packs away from being halfway through an opening. Guess who did the opening and forgot to turn the mic on? Yeah. There's no audio. And look, here's the deal. What I could do right now... Oh, this video is sponsored by Shippn, and we'll talk about them more in a minute. It is a sponsored video. They bought this box for me. That was lovely. Yay! We'll talk more in a second. What I could have done was fake it, put the cards back in the open packs, and pretend I'd already cut... No, I'm not doing that to you guys. I'm not lying to you. I got halfway through the opening, almost. Realised I'd forgot to turn the mic on. We're carrying on from where we are. We are opening a box of Raging Surf, the latest Japanese set. And here's what you missed. Previously on Ross Forgets to Turn on the Mic, we went and opened a Hooper EX, still got 3 EXs ready to pull. We opened an Yveltal artwork rare, and we got the Garchomp. We opened a full art Garchomp. Look at the texture, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the texture and how beautiful that is. And obviously, right, Garchomp is the poster boy of Raging Surf. Pulling a full art Garchomp, yes. Awesome. So look, the whole point of this video is I'm talking to you about Shippn, right? And it's annoying because I've already done this whole spiel, but the mic wasn't on, so you didn't hear it. Boom! Shippn are awesome. I like Shippn. They are a company. What they do, they can act as a proxy service, but they will just buy products for you. I bought this box on Mercari. And the reason I bought this box on Mercari is because it's getting really hard to buy Japanese cards nowadays. Because Pokemon Center, look, I heard a rumour that you don't win the lottery with a proxy address anymore. I can't, oh my goodness, look how wonderful that artwork is. I can't confirm or deny whether that's true because it's not the kind of thing they announce. Look at the Don fan, look how cool he is. What I can tell you is this. I used to win the lotteries on the Pokemon Center Japan quite a bit. It has been about a year since I've won one. Anything. I no longer win, and I used to win about a third of the time. I think they stopped proxy addresses winning. It is getting hard to buy Japanese packs. Not only that, but Amazon do it by a lottery, and I've never won one of them with a proxy address. And buying on Amazon, I went to buy Raging Surf on Amazon. And it was a listing which had a picture of a booster box. And it was priced like a booster box. And then I used my rudimentary Japanese skills to actually read the listing. Yeah, it was 10 packs. Looked like a booster box. Didn't. So I decided I wanted to go on Mercari. Because Mercari is basically like Japanese eBay. You're actually getting a picture. Love the Yukimori Octillery. You're actually getting a picture of what you're buying. The actual box that you're buying. And then I ordered it. And I ordered it through Shippn. And it just worked. And the cool thing is, they never buy it now. They never buy it for you service. That's the one I used, right? I went to Mercari. Don't worry, I'll show you how in a minute. I'll show you everything you need to know. It's really easy. I promise you it's genuinely easy. And I went on there and I copied the link and I put it in on Shippn and they bought it for me. And they sent it to me. And it was really easy. Not only was it super easy, but they did a cool thing where every stage of the process, they sent me a quick email. Hi, I've ordered it for you. I'll let you know when it's here. Hey, it's here. I'll let you know when I've shipped it. Hey, I've shipped it. It should be with you soon. Hey, I've seen it's been delivered. Any problems? They saw that it had been delivered and they emailed to make sure that I was happy and I hadn't had any problems. That is genuinely good customer service. I've told you guys many times. Oh, hello, Yveltal. Lovely Kawaii artwork there. I've told you guys many times like I use a proxy address to order Japanese products. And I've told you many times before, I am not recommending any particular service. Partly because, I mean, look, the service I've been using was fine. They weren't great. They lost one of my parcels one time. I found it, but I had to awkwardly email a Japanese company to try and get them to figure it out for me. It wasn't easy. I've talked to the people at Shippn. I've literally had a Skype or a Discord call with them. Maybe it was Teams. One of these things we use nowadays. And I literally did this with them, right? And we had a chat. And they genuinely seem to care. And I'm telling you now that the experience I have with them is so much easier than I've had with other companies I've used. I told Shippn I wasn't recommending with them and I wasn't working with them unless I used their service and I was happy. Although that's actually a lie. I never told them that. I was gonna tell them that. I planned to tell them that. But before I could even get around to telling them, they were like, look, we want you to use the service. We want you to see what it's like. We're super confident you're going to like it. If you like it, then we'll talk about doing a collaboration. And I did. I did use them and I did like it. And it is, check that Mantike. First Mantike in 16 years. Of course they had to give it an artwork rare. Oh, that is beautiful. Goes nice with my evil towel. Look at that. I mean, they brought it back after 16 years. You have to give it an artwork rare. Only the second Mantike card ever released in English. Or going to be released in English. Japan did have a couple of promos we didn't have. So, look, for a long time now, I show you a lot of products. A lot of Japanese products in videos. I show you a lot of openings of Japanese stuff. And I always get questions. Hey, Wassy, how do I order this stuff? But I also get a lot of comments from you guys. Oh, it's a Joltik. Oh, that's a little bit sad. That means I'm not getting the Okacheke Plusle or Minun. I get a lot of comments from you guys basically saying, I don't trust these proxy services. Sometimes you say your credit card doesn't work. And there's a bunch of reasons you don't want to use them, and that's fine. I promise you this is true. I promise you this is true. I have been looking for a while to try and find a shipping company that I can trust to recommend to you guys to use to order online. I'm pretty sure Shippn is it. Like I say, I've had a good chat with them. We've been throwing emails back and forth. We've had a face-to-face call. And it just seems really good and really easy. So after this pack, we're going to take a little bit of a break. And I'm going to show you how to order from, Hegel I support, from Japanese sites like Mercari. Mercari's the one I use. That's a big one. Mercari has a lot of very, very cool Japanese stuff. But I know not all of you know how to search in Japanese. Don't worry. I can help you search in Japanese as well. Let's go and look, shall we? Okay, I'm telling you to use Shippn. I'm telling you I like Shippn. How do you use Shippn? Well, you go to shippn.com. It's Shippn. SHIPPN.com. Kind of like shipping of a couple letters missing. Yeah, let's go for that. Anyway, here's the website, and you've got a couple different options. You can basically use it as a proxy address, or you can use a buy for me service. That is what I use for this particular item I'm showing you today. This is the one that really grabbed me, which seems very, very cool. As a side note, it basically gets sent to a host, and you can, you get them send it on to you. You can be a host here as well if you like, ladies and gentlemen. You can be one of those hosts. There is a way on the website to basically select to, be a host and go from there. Help for hosts, and then you can actually go ahead and be a host and go down that route. So if that's something you're interested in, yes, you get paid. Yay! Definitely have a look at that. Tell them Wassy sent you. What I'm looking at today is how to buy. Now, for me, I'm using Mercari. Because Mercari is a website I've not felt comfortable ordering from before. The other services seemed a bit awkward. I tried using a service before. They wanted me to do a different order. I wanted to order a bunch of different little items. And they wanted me to do a different order for each item, which seemed really stupid. Shippn ain't going to make you do that. What you do is you find yourself an item you want. I've gone for this box of Raging Surf. But no, I've not gone for that box of Raging Surf. That's a trap. Which Raging Surf? I think I want this box of Raging Surf. Because we want one that's still got the cellophane on. Yeah, here we go. Because we trust them more when they've still got the cellophane on. And then all you do is you copy the link into a buy for me service. And then you follow the instructions. Proper product link down there. Description is Pokemon cards. That's not how you spell Pokemon. You put the currency in Japanese yen. It's 7,300 if I remember correctly. I want one, add the product. There's an option here whereby you can select do not continue if this product is out of stock, i.e. if there's one thing you want and a couple others you're adding as a nice little thing, but there's one you really want and you don't want the others unless you have them all, you can select that. That's actually super duper genuinely helpful. Yeah. And then, of course, I've got one item added, but if you want to add more items, you just add more items. You do have to go country by country. So if you want to order from Japan and China and the US, that will be different orders. But if you want to order like 10 things off Mercari in Japan, and let's face it, pretty soon I'm going to, yeah, you do it here. There is going to be a video in the near future, incidentally, where I find some really cool Pokemon products in other countries, and I show you some links where you can go and buy them and show you how easy it is on Shippn. It's going to be fun. I'm looking forward to that video. Today, we're talking about buying stuff off Mercari, but to be clear, it doesn't have to be Mercari. Mercari is an example. Oh, we're shipping from Japan to the United Kingdom. You can ship from... No, we're not going from Italy. That's not what we're doing. Come on, Wassy, click the right one. It can be any website. I mean, you saw the amount of countries that were there, right? Let's go and have a quick look again. So that's from Japan. Look how many different countries are available here, ladies and gentlemen. There are many, 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 many countries. So if you want to order from the Pokemon Center Japan or the Pokemon Center US, it's a shame we weren't doing this before. When we had the Van Gogh Pikachu, this would have been a great thing to use, but if there's a promotion like that again in the future, this is a website that you can absolutely use. Although I will say, if you're doing the buy it for me, obviously they're not going to do it instantly. Please bear that in mind. You might want to do the buy it yourself and use the proxy address, not the buy it for me. Because obviously it's a person buying it for you. It's not going to be instant. Please bear that in mind. Now, you then proceed to checkout and you go from there. One thing that is important... How do you actually search the stuff? Well, for me, there's two sites I use. Let's say I want to order some Mammothswine stuff. I go to cerebi.net. It's a great website. I search for Mammothswine because Mammothswine's the best. But the cool thing about Cerebi is all the Japanese names are there. So you literally just copy the Japanese name, paste it into Mercari, and oh look, here's all my Mammothswine items. Who could have seen that coming, ladies and gentlemen? Me. I could have. I'm going to buy a bunch of this stuff later, I think. This is cool. If you're looking for a particular set, what you want to do is go to Pokemon-card.com. This is the Japanese website. And now, unfortunately, even when it translates a site, it doesn't translate these buttons at the top. I use Google Chrome because it will translate. But this one here, third from the left, that basically is product information. And when you click there, the first one will be, oh, look. It's a list of Japanese sets. Turn it from English back into Japanese and you can literally just copy and paste the name of the set. If you want to make sure you're copying and pasting the right thing, turn it back into English. Oh, it's the last bit that says Raging Surf. Turn it back into Japanese. This is the bit that says Raging Surf. I can read a bit of Japanese, but if you can't, that's fine. And then you just go for there, and then that's obviously box. And you search. One more little tip, which I think you need to know if you're going to be ordering from Japan or any other country. If you go, so, where was one we saw a minute ago? Oh, 3,800 yen for a box. That seems cheap. Oh no, my browser isn't translating it. I don't know what this information says. What you do is you go to Google Translate. And you copy and paste the text from wherever you're going here. And that will give you all of the information. Yes, it's not the most, yeah. So after purchasing the box in a convenience store, it has been stored in the dark room, shrink wraps in good condition. That's one we can trust. What about this one, however? This is the cheap 3,800 yen box. Is that the same? Well, the answer is obviously no. I wouldn't be showing it to you. 30 packs for one box, which are collected from multiple stores. This is a random item, i.e. you're not getting the Japanese box, which is to say 30 packs of a guaranteed secret rare. You're not getting that here. So just be super careful. If you're ordering from Mercari and it's not translated in the browser, copy and paste into Google Translate, you will be fine. I wouldn't be telling you to use Shippn if I didn't trust them. I've used them. They were good. And if I'm ordering from Mercari again in the future or other sites like it, you know I'm going to be using Shippn. Use the code PTCGRadio15. That's very important. And the final thing you need from me is the discount code. Now, we know it's PTCG Radio 15. I've told you that before. I can't actually show you how to put it in, which is slightly sad, but I can't, ladies and gentlemen. I can't show you how to put it in because you have to go through the whole thing, right? And then you place your order. And then when it arrives, then when you're shipping, you put it in, you get a discount on the shipping. Obviously, if you're using Buy For Me, you don't get discount on the product you're buying. That would be ridiculous. Obviously, that's not a thing. Because there are, of course, a couple of different ways to do it. You can use the Buy For Me, which is what I use for this box. And then when it arrives with them, they will let you know when it's there and then you pay for your shipping to you and that's where you get the discount. Or you can basically buy it yourself, have it shipped to somebody to forward on to you which is the shop from, not the buy from me, but the shop from, where you basically go, oh, I'm buying from Japan, and then you go down that route, which is absolutely possible as well. It gives you a bit more control over it because you're actually buying it yourself, but you have to go through the buying it yourself using your credit card, navigating the websites, etc., which can be a little bit of a pain. It's up to you. Use whichever one you feel more comfortable with. But that's essentially where we are. That's where you put in the code. I can't show you right now, but here is a look at roughly where you would. Shout out to Shippn for, sending me this so I could show you. And yeah, highly recommend. Genuinely, if you want to be buying stuff from other countries and you're struggling to buy it, this is the service to use. There we go. Let's go out to the opening, shall we? By now, you guys should know, I don't do much sponsorship on this channel. I'm rocking, 133,000 subs, something like that at the moment? Most channels with that many subs have a lot of sponsorship. I don't. I don't have a general channel sponsor. I don't do money-sponsored videos at all. And the reason is super simple. I'm only doing sponsored videos for companies that I actually think are worthwhile. Hey, Palkia. That I would use, that I think you would want to use. And I've had so many, because I cover a lot of foreign products, right? And I've had so many questions over the years. How do we order this stuff? I tried using this site, but it won't take my credit card. I don't trust proxy services, etc. Shippn works. And look, I suppose maybe there's a chance that they were just being really nice to me, but I don't think that's true. Because here, do you want to know the secret? Yeah, sure, Shippn hooked me up and covered my costs. But I doubt with some dude acting as a liaison in Japan. Look at that Fampy. Look at that Fampy. He didn't know I was doing a sponsored video. The dude who was actually ordering it for me and shipping it to me, he had no idea that I was working with Shippn. He just made it work. And it did work. And here's the thing, right? It's not just for boxes of cards. Now, I really like using it for stuff like this because, look, it's really, really, really hard now to import a box of Japanese cards at retail. Near on impossible. Because all the main sites use lotteries and they don't ship outside of Japan. Hey, it's my boy Frostlass. I got both the Terror. No, I didn't. Because Garchomps are Terror as well. Which I did get as a full art, to be fair. That's kind of cool. And look, I used it. Also, you might notice, there's something important to notice here, right? Oh, I did get my secret rare. And it's a pretty good one. I've hit my free artwork rares. I've hit 2 EXs. There should be 2 more coming. This is not a repackaged box or anything like that. This is a legit box. Do you know how I knew it was a legit box? Because I went on Mercari and I found one that was still sealed. I found one that still had the shrink wrap on. And it wasn't that expensive. Because I could look around the whole site. And then I was able to order it. And by order it, I mean I gave the link. I mean, you saw I showed you a second ago. I gave the link in on Shippn and they did it all for me. It was absurdly easy. Do make sure you're using that code PTCGRadio15. You get 15% off. I get a kickback. Everybody wins. And we're going to do more. There's going to be a video, hopefully in the next few weeks, where I'm showing you some exclusive Pokemon merch that cannot be found elsewhere. And showing you how to order it. Because that's going to be pretty gosh darn cool. And I'm going to be, hopefully, showing you some more stuff in the future. But from now on, when I'm showing you this cool Japanese stuff, in the description I can either pop a link or I can give you a search term, as in I can give you the Japanese search term to use somewhere like Mercari, and then you can go and just order it yourself. Hey Don Fam, and it's going to work very nicely indeed. That's the goal, ladies and gentlemen. Like I keep telling you, I don't use a lot of sponsorship. And it's not because I don't want people to pay me for the sponsors. I absolutely do. It is because it's stuff that I just don't really want to recommend to you guys. It's stuff that I don't think is worth it. It's stuff that I don't think you'll use. Everybody watching this at some point is going to want to order some cool Japanese stuff. That, ladies and gentlemen, is where I come in. Right, final pack here. What are we finishing off with? Hey! Tapu Koko EX. I like Tapu Koko EX. I mean, I really like the special illustration rare, but it's not expensive. It's one that I'll be picking up in the not too distant future. Not a bad box, ladies and gentlemen. Not a bad box at all. I am delighted with the Garchomp. I must have told this story many times before, but back in like 2016, what was it? What was the set? Furious Fist. I want to say Furious Fist Garchomp. I bubbled top 32 at a regional with a Garchomp list everyone thought was terrible. But it destroyed decks like, it was like Giratina, Darkrai at the time, and Volcanion. Yeah, wrecked them, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely wrecked them. Shout out to Shippn. Like I say, the whole point of this video is basically, I keep getting questions from you guys. Hey, Wossy, where do I order this stuff from? Well, I've told you now. I've told you where to order it from. Would it have been better if I'd have actually turned on my mic at the beginning of the video and showed you the first few packs being opened? Yes! Obviously that would have been better. But it doesn't always work perfectly now, does it? Nah, we're good. You saw my pulls. We had a chat. Use a link in the description. Use the code PTCGRadio15. You can get the cool Japanese stuff. And now, because this isn't just like a one-time thing, right? This is a case of, from now on, when I say, hey, there's cool stuff coming, I can tell you where to order it and you can use Shippn and then everybody wins. Yay! Cool. And also, is it unethical to use my own promo code? I'm doing it anyway. Unless Shippn tell me not to. In which case, I might pretend I'm someone else and use it anyway. Seriously, though. Check it out. Check out Shippn. If you want the Japanese stuff, go nuts. I'll pop some links in the description. And we'll go from there. Thanks for watching. Look out for yourselves till next time. Bye.